7th July 2023 Morning Murli Shanti BapDada Madhuban. Sweet children, only by remembering the Father accurately will your sins be absolved. Your souls will become pure from impure. The number one subject is remembrance. Question: what request do human beings make, and how does the Father fulfill that request? Answer: people make a request to the Father, O God the Father, liberate us from committing sin. O merciful Baba, have mercy on us. Having heard everyone's request, Baba himself comes and shows everyone the way to become liberated from committing sin. He says, children, remember me. There is no benefit in simply singing the Father's praise. You don't need to praise his divine activity. You have to study Raj Yoga and become those whose characters are divine. Song: the Lord of Innocence is unique. Shanti. Whose praise did you hear? The one who reforms that which has been spoiled. He is the highest on high, one who speaks the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. Whenever someone comes here to understand, the first thing to explain is God is praised as the highest on high. His name is the highest. His place of residence is the highest. It is mentioned in the Granth too that the name of the God is the highest and that his abode is also the highest. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the one who resides in the highest place. That is the incorporeal world, where the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, resides. Then, below that are the subtle and corporeal worlds. So, first of all, give his introduction. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the truth. He is the creator, and then comes his creation. There is the highest on high, the seed. Then below him there are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, the residents of the subtle region. They are the creation, and the creator is above everyone. That creator is the Father. All the rest are his creation. All are children of the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Therefore, all of us souls are brothers. The Supreme Father resides in the Supreme Abode, means Paramdham. He is called the Supreme Soul. There are many physical fathers. First of all, give the introduction of the spiritual Father. All are his creation. You also have to draw their attention to the pictures. First, there is the highest on high, Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the one known as the living seed of the human world tree. He is the truth, the living being, and the embodiment of bliss. He is the truth, that is the one who speaks the truth. Souls too are true. They don't burn or die. The children of the truth must also be true. You were true deities to begin with. The true Baba is the one who established the land of truth. It is not that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, establishes a land of falsehood. No, Bharat was the land of truth, and it then became the land of falsehood. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the truth. The one who makes everyone impure cannot be called the truth. All the rest are false. Maya, Ravan, the five vices make souls false. Ram is truth and Ravan is false. It is Ravan that makes Bharat false. The whole story is based on Bharat. You have to explain that Bharat was heaven and that it has now become hell. The Father is called the creator of heaven, the one who brings about heaven. It is Bharat that is praised. He tells you the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world, through which you become knowers of the three aspects of time. This is known as the cycle of self-realization. Your souls understand that you are once again claiming your inheritance from the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. It has also been remembered that souls and the Supreme Soul were separated for a long period of time. That meeting right now is very beautiful and auspicious. First of all, give the Father's introduction, saying that the Father, the Creator, is omnipresent, doesn't prove that we are all His children. The children wouldn't say that they are all the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. With the idea of omnipresence, neither can they have love for the Father, nor can their intellects have yoga with Him. The ancient yoga of Bharat is famous. In fact, your intellects have to be linked in yoga to the Father. If He were omnipresent, then with whom would you have yoga? Would you have yoga with yourselves? There is no meaning in that. Here, you understand the meaning of everything. The Father Himself tells you, by having yoga with me, your sins will be absolved. Sinful actions continue to take place. You will reach your complete karmatic stage at the end. The results will be given when the time of knowledge has ended. In schools, too, some may be clever in one subject and others in another subject. The subject of remembrance is easy. The Father is remembered. By remembering the Father, the soul becomes good. The vessel becomes clean. Souls that have become impure continue to become pure. The highest on high Father comes and teaches your souls in order to enable you to claim the highest on high status. You change from humans into deities. You understand that the eternal, original deity religion definitely did exist. They should not be called Hindus. They changed the name of Bharat to Hindustan. When there was the pure, original, eternal deity religion, it was called paradise, that is heaven. That is the golden age, and it is called the new world. The Father is the one who creates it. He is incorporeal. Everyone says, "Oh God, the Father." He resides in the highest place. Everyone says, "Oh God, the Father." He resides in the highest place. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar have subtle bodies. That is called a subtle region, and the other is the land of peace, the world of silence. This is a physical world. Therefore, first of all, get anyone who comes to feel in a form, who is the Father of souls. Only God can be called the highest on high. Sages and holy men, etc., all pray. Praying can also be called making request. O God, the Father, we request you to incinerate our sins. O merciful Baba, have mercy. They call out in this way. Not everyone has mercy. It is only the one Father who has mercy for all. They call themselves Sarvodaya, means one who has mercy for all. Now, what do they do? How many do they have mercy for? That too is fixed in the drama. You can compare that to all the things that are happening now. These aspects are not mentioned in the Gita or Bhagavad. The Gita has knowledge. However, there is no need for stories of anyone's activity, etc. Do students sing the praise of their teacher's activities? There is no benefit in sitting and singing a teacher's praise. You do not receive anything by simply singing the praise of the Father, that He is the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of happiness. Your children now understand that Baba teaches you Raj Yoga and makes you into knowers of the three aspects of time. That is, He gives you the knowledge of the three aspects of time and the three worlds. Therefore, you are called Master Lords of the three worlds. You are also called knowers of the three aspects of time. We definitely became the Lords who know the three worlds. This is Raj Yoga. We are becoming emperors. The Father is the one who makes us that. It is said, Lord of Divinity. Lakshmi and Narayan are that. Even though there are temples to Lakshmi and Narayan, people do not know who they were. Lakshmi and Narayan are called the masters of the land of divinity. The golden age is called the land of divinity. You understand that? Sri Krishna definitely had palaces of diamonds and jewels. He was a lord of divinity. Therefore, first of all, ask them Do you accept that the Father is the creator of all, that he is also a creator of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar? First of all, have the faith that the Father is the creator of heaven and that the people there belong to the original, eternal, deity religion. When did they receive this knowledge? The Father says, I come every cycle at the confluence age in order to give knowledge. You are definitely going to become lords of divinity at the beginning of the golden age. This is such a first class knowledge. While sitting here, you understand that you are claiming your inheritance of heaven from Baba and that you will become lords of divinity and masters of the land of divinity. Your intellects understand how wealthy the deities Lakshmi and Narayan were. They had a lot of jewelry, etc. They were very wealthy. So, first of all, recognize the Father and claim your inheritance from him. You have to claim your inheritance by having remembrance. This is a subtle aspect. There were many huge palaces of diamonds and jewels, but they no longer exist. They will be constructed again at the right time. They existed and disappeared, and they will definitely exist again. This is fixed in the drama. You have to use your intellect to understand these aspects. Everything gets destroyed in the war. Then the palaces will be built anew. They must have definitely built palaces. You also have visions of how the palaces came into existence. We are the ones who built them. It is not that they went beneath the sea and that they will now emerge from there. No, the cycle of drama continues to turn. They think that Ravan's Lanka and the Golden Dwarka were submerged and will emerge again. However, it is not like that. You are now becoming the masters of Dwarka. You were so prosperous. You had everything, wealth and property. All of that has now disappeared. It was all taken away. The same thing will happen again. First of all, give the Father's introduction and then explain the secrets of how the cycle turns. It is the Father who establishes the golden age. Baba now sits here personally and tells you, remember me? It is through this fire of remembrance that you become pure from impure. There is no other way. It is in this fire of yoga that your souls become pure from impure. The purifier Father comes and establishes the pure world. So why do you then say that the Ganges is the purifier? To do tapasya, penance, and bath in the Ganges, etc., are all paraphernalia of the path of devotion. The path of devotion was unadulterated to begin with, and it then became adulterated. It took half a cycle for it to become adulterated. From 16 celestial degrees, it decreased to 14 celestial degrees, and the degrees continue to decrease. The Father, the ocean of knowledge, explains this. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar cannot be called the ocean of knowledge, the seed of the human world tree. By your saying Supreme Father, your intellects are not drawn to Brahma, Vishnu, or Shankar. When souls experience sorrow, they remember the Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. There is happiness in the golden age. Therefore, no one here calls out to him. You souls now understand that you have experienced sorrow for half a cycle and that you are now going to heaven once again. There is no sorrow in the golden age, and so there is no need there to remember Baba. According to the drama, Baba will return home only after giving us our inheritance of happiness. When people grow old, they go into the stage of retirement and adopt a guru. Here the Father himself comes and becomes your Sadguru. He says, I will take you all back home with me. No one else can say this. No one else can take you back with him. Everyone definitely has to take rebirth and play a part. I do not take birth again and again. If I too were to take birth again and again, I would become Tamapradhan. It is the souls that became impure. alloy is mixed into souls. The terms golden age and silver age are used now. It is definitely now the iron age. It is now the confluence. Therefore, the Father definitely has to come. It is the Father's task to transform the old world and make it new. The Father is the purifier. That is the one who transforms the world. He is not the creator of the world, but the one who transforms it. By his being called the creator, human beings think that a huge annihilation takes place. The word purifier is accurate. Sages sing, "Oh, purifier, Sita of Ram." They never sing the Ganges is the purifier. By your saying purifier, their intellects are drawn to the Supreme Soul. The Ganges is not the purifier. That is just the water, and it also exists there. However, everything there is Satapradhan. The Ganges is also Satapradhan. Here it is Tamapradhan, and it creates floods and drowns villages, etc. The Brahmaputra river drowns so many villages. This is a land of sorrow. You will not experience sorrow in the golden age. There, these rivers will follow their course accurately according to the law of nature. Here, will leave their course and flow here, there, and everywhere. Because the five elements of nature are Satapradhan, their water never causes sorrow. Here, even water causes sorrow. First of all, you have to understand who gives the happiness of heaven. Surely, it must be the Father. It is now hell. Baba has come. You are the children of Prajapita Brahma, Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. The new world can only be created when Prajapita Brahma exists. It is said that humans were changed into deities. Who changed them? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Sri Krishna himself was a deity. Only the Father comes and changes humans into deities. It is now that you know this. Previously, you just used to sing the praise of human beings being changed into deities. You didn't know who created the golden age, or who the creator was, or how the golden age world changed into the iron age world. Your children have understood that this is a huge stage under the element of the sky. The play is performed on it. An open stage is needed. Light is also needed when human beings are playing their parts. Therefore, the sun and the moon serve you in this way. The stars also shine. When night falls, they give light. That is happiness. This is why people say deity sun and deity moon. They give the happiness of light. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, understand the cycle of the drama accurately and make effort accordingly. Become as merciful as the Father and have mercy for everyone. Second point, the Father is establishing the land of truth. Therefore, remain true to Him. Clean the soul by having remembrance of the Father. Blessing, may you be constantly free from any disease of Maya and attain immortal fruit by having the intention of serving. Explanation, the children who eat the fruit from God, the imperishable fruit, the fruit filled with the sweetness of the love of all relationship at the confluence age, will remain constantly free from the disease of Maya. Other fruits will still be received in the golden age and also in the iron age. But if you don't eat the instant fruit from your intention of serving that fruit from God now, then you won't be able to eat it throughout the whole cycle. This fruit is the fruit of God's magic, and by eating this fruit, iron will not be just changed into gems, but it will change into the diamonds. This fruit is the immortal fruit, that finishes all obstacles. Slogan: souls who uplift those who defame them and who consider them to be their friends are equal to the Father. Om Shanti.